We are back. You know my next guest, of course, from the film 6 Days, 7 Nights, and Wag the Dog, and the television show Ally McBeal. Her new autobiography, Call Me Crazy, just came out. And last night she was interviewed by Barbara Walters, and everybody is talking about it today. Please welcome Heche. Oh, man.
I love your new set.
Ain't it sexy?
So sexy, yeah.
We could talk about my new set,
Okay.
or we could talk about some other things.
All right, if you insist.
I thought Barbara Walters' head was going to explode last night.
Tell me why.
Because she's always there trying to get people to say compelling and shocking things. And suddenly I just saw her eyes glaze over because there was one train after another coming at her.
I wondered what that look was that she had. I know.
You told her about this fourth dimension. You told her about this other personality. You spoke a different language. I mean, just amazing stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you, I mean, was your publicist in the background going, no, no, you know? Or did you just feel like, I just got to get this out. I got to talk about this.
Once you're wandering around in Fresno and people are rumoring and making jokes about it and stuff like that, you figure you have to be pretty honest about what's going on in your life. So it was my time to do it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not about hiding now, you know?
Right.
Things had to get out in the open, and I had to explain what had gone on in my life a year ago.
And there's no worry on your part that maybe I shouldn't say this stuff, or maybe I should leave that one out. I mean, it feels like you didn't... I don't think...
Leave that one. Which part do you leave out? I mean, they all kind of connect the dots. You kind of have to tell it all, you know?
Right, right.
Or none of it will make sense, and I think it's hard enough for it to make sense anyway, so you might as well just tell the whole thing.
I mean, well, it got to a certain point where I was just accepting everything because...
Awesome.
Well, you get to a certain point where you're like, oh, yeah, sure, spaceship, yeah, yeah, you know, I mean...
Right, of course you would go to a spaceship. Sure.
You said the spaceship, the people on the spaceship wanted you to take ecstasy before you got on the spaceship. And I was thinking, that's a spaceship.
Isn't that clever?
Yeah.
Isn't that a good way to go?
Right.
One of the things about being crazy is that some of it's a lot of fun.
Well, that brings up another thing, which is
Okay.
that I think, right now you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong, that you were crazy, but now you're over it. You got better.
Well, I think here's one of the things that people don't understand. One, call me crazy. People have been trying to, you know, label me a lot of things for a lot of time, whether it's gay, straight, crazy, not crazy. I don't know what it is. It's life, you know.
Right.
But I think when you have another personality, often people want to call you crazy. So I figured I might as well say, go ahead and call me crazy, and then I'll explain the rest of it. When you're heading down a kind of insane path, you know, I was abused as a child, and you create a fantasy world to make yourself safe.
Right.
You also have another world that you're creating that you want to make safe.
Right.
So they're going down the same path, and I was creating both worlds together. So it wasn't just all of a sudden I'm sane. It's that I worked really hard to heal myself and get to a place where I could choose this safe world that I'm in and love the world that I'm in, and it took me 31 years.
Well, one thing I've realized is that you almost have this power now where you can say, I would think at any point, you could say, people would probably be a little bit... I don't know what the word is.
Me?
Exactly. People would be scared of you. So people could say, like, well, I'm sorry, there's no room in the restaurant. You'd be like, I'm going crazy. And it's just like some...
Absolutely, I have carte blanche to do anything.
Or
basically.
say anything. I mean, at this point, literally anything. And I think
for it.
for the rest of us, we're in this, you know, I'm afraid because I have this image of, oh, he's Joe's sexy, he's perfect, there's nothing he can do that's wrong.
Absolutely, it's hard to uphold all the time.
What's hard for me... is to show that there's like a little, you know, there's a little like hole in the armor every now and then. You know what I mean?
I know, it's tough.
And thanks for going along with that.
You're welcome.
But what would be easier for you is that I think at this point you could say, do anything, and it would, you're all set.
And it's okay. It really is. There's a lot of freedom to it. And if you just go ahead and write your book about your life, then you can do the same thing too.
No, that'd be a bestseller. Conan Tells All. Once I wore a blue tie.
So great.
Now, of course, and we should talk about this, you were famously in a relationship with Ellen DeGeneres, and you were pretty much married. Is that okay to say, or?
Of course it is. I did believe I was in a marriage, although, you know, it was not legal. It is still not legal to get married in this country if you are of the same sex and in love with the same sex.
And recently, a week ago, you got married to a man.
Yes, I did.
And I'm thinking, when you called people up and said, I'm getting married to this man, were people skeptical? Were they thinking, I'm not bringing a gift, I'm going to wait a couple of months? You know?
You never know what this girl's going to do.
Yeah, right.
Well, you basically
Look,
just
a silver
said it,
tray.
you know,
Yeah,
wow.
exactly. I mean, what kind of resistance did you get from people? Were they with you? Were they saying, okay, this is good, we accept this new relationship, or were people freaking out?
Which people are you talking about?
The people
Because
who
that
you
makes a
called
difference.
okay,
the people that I called
to
were my
invite to this
friends
wedding.
and,
Yeah.
oh, sure. I mean, there weren't many. You know, the two people I called to come said, sure, I'm with you. No, you know, my friends, of course, understand that I've been through a journey this last year and fell in love with Coley, and of course they were supportive. I have heard maybe some rumors that some other people weren't maybe so supportive, but I'm in love, and I hope people, you know...
Just get behind that.
Sure.
Right.
But, you know, you put yourself out there and you kind of tell the truth about your life, and half the people are behind you and half the people aren't, and that's just what you get.
Now, what about you two? I don't think you've gone on a honeymoon yet. You haven't
Not
had
yet.
time. How are you going to go on a honeymoon? Because this is just perfect tabloid fodder. I mean, how are you just going to go someplace and hang out together?
Do you have a private jet we can borrow and just tell the, tell the pilot
You
where
are
to go?
talking to such the wrong guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you were Mr. Perfect Sexy.
Yeah,
You know,
but I'm not getting paid a lot of money for it.
you're
That's the
not?
problem. I'm not making the sweet cash. I have a Ford Taurus you can borrow.
Well, for God's sakes, that's perfect. We'll put on a disguise and go away.
And what about the way that you're being treated in the industry now? Because I know after your episode in Fresno, you had said
People stayed away.
People weren't anxious to say, let's get her in here and make a movie or a TV show.
Right. They have a little bit of a hesitancy.
Are they more
Some
accepting now?
Crazy people. I just made a deal with Warner Brothers to do a TV show, and boy, oh boy, did they embrace me. So I don't know if they just went, hey, crazy's great, and let's embrace her, or no, they didn't. You know, I did Ally McBeal this year. I fell in love with being back on TV again and decided that I wanted to do a show again, and so I signed a deal with Warner Brothers, and we're doing a show for next fall.
Do you need a kooky neighbor?
Sure, man. You want to come along?
Hey, Ann, what's up?
Hi, Conan.
Hi, everybody. Well, Call Me Crazy's out now. It's now available everywhere.
Yes,
and
I think so.
I wish you happiness. I hope
Thank
things
you
work
so
out for
much.
you. I hope this whole thing goes okay.
Thanks,
All
I
right.
appreciate
Nice to have you
it.
here. All right, Ann Heche, everybody. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Greg Giraldo.
Hello, baby, sure glad to have you home. Hello, baby, ooh, you been gone too long. Come right in and tell me how you've been. I sure missed you since you've been gone.
More best friends depend on Chevy.
You're sure looking swell.
We'll be there.
We're here with wrestling gold medalist Rulon Gardner.
You're a pretty big guy.
Yeah, and my feet take the brunt of it. That's why it's great you gave me these extra support insoles.
It's the first insult with the expandable heel top.
It feels good.
Dr. Scholl's extra support insoles.
I'll get this. Oh, a platinum card. There's always a catch. Low rates that explode. Hidden fees. It's highway robbery.
Actually, I have a Capital One Platinum card.
Get a new Capital One Platinum card with a 9.9% fixed rate that starts low and stays low, plus no balance transfer fees.
What's in your wallet?
He's at the 10, the 5. Fumble!
Get your hands on new Game Day Cheez-It crackers. Football shapes for football fans.
Chairman, members of the board, your new headquarters.
All imported hops give Michelob Light a smooth, satisfying taste you won't find in an ordinary beer. Beer or Michelob Light.
Tomorrow, John Mellencamp brings his unique sound to our summer concert stage live, outside, and brought to you by the incredible Edible Egg, only on Today.
Let's look at what makes the dome structure of great importance. You see, its circular design allows for maximum volume in a minimum space. So, an amazing number of people or things can actually fit in a relatively small area. with such an efficient design. It's a wonder domes aren't seen more often today.
This is no ordinary part-time job. Sure, it's an extra paycheck, but this is something you can really get into. It's the job you love, the job you want to do, because it's unlike anything else you do, and because it can change the whole direction of your life. This is where you fuel your future. The Air National Guard. Call 1-800-2-GO-ANG.
The Rose City Cycle Fest, part of the National Road Race Series, sanctioned by Formula USA. The fastest bikes on the planet. Kawasaki, Honda, Suzuki, Yamaha. All your favorites battling it out on the fastest track in the country. But only the best will win. And kids 12 and under see it all for free. The National Road Race Series. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Portland International Raceway.
I believe no one who asks for help should be turned away.
I believe it's good to question.
None of us are qualified to judge the lives of others.
I believe a church isn't a building.
When you truly embrace diversity, you embrace God.
I can't believe there's a church that believes these things.
We may not all believe exactly the same thing, but the people of United Methodist churches in Oregon and Southwest Washington believe in God and each other. If you are searching for something to believe in, our hearts, our minds, and our doors are always open.